Hi everyone, this is Cynthia, your voice coach. So today with me is Lorena, and Lorena has been a student for some time, and you are going to hear from her about her experience working with me. Hi Lorena.
Hi.
Okay,
So I'll just introduce myself.
sure.
I am an occupational therapist, and I work in a school setting, in an international school.
Mm,
So
okay.
I have been doing this program since January,
Mm.
and I have learned a lot, I have to say, and
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed the process. So I use my voice when I do therapy a lot, and
Mm.
I would be during therapy, I'd be not yelling, but just basically calling out things like jump, this, that, roll over, and I found myself not as tired, or actually not tired at all. So something was happening differently. I didn't know what was going on. And so
Mm.
many of our sessions, when we would reflect, I would tell you, I don't know if this is luck or if it's just um, what's happening, but
Yeah.
something started to change
Mm.
when I think, I don't know if I let go, but things started to change a little
Mm.
bit.
Yes.
Um, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So also to give the viewers an understanding,
Yeah.
and would you be able to share that when you first came to me, what was it? What were the challenges that you have on your voice?
I
Or go
I
ahead.
think for me there were many things I wanted to improve. I think um, I'm all about just being a better version of myself.
Mm,
So I wanted to be able to um, just get my voice at its best.
mm,
I wanted to be able be able to actually just use my voice like clarity, more
mm,
clear. I wanted to be able to project
mm.
louder,
Yes,
but
yeah.
without. I didn't know what that meant actually. I think I
Mm,
asked you, and you kind of mentioned it's not about yelling or talking louder because
mm,
I work in a school, so I have to train teachers. So I just had all these concerns about how I could talk louder or
mm,
project, and
mm,
so we worked on that. I think the biggest thing though for me is the fact that it basically comes down to not just how you breathe, but also how you use your body to talk or
mm.
to communicate. And it's
Yes.
very different now. So
Mm.
um, I can't even explain. I'm still trying to figure out. I can't actually put them into words. All I can say,
Yeah,
it is really, really, truly worth it
yeah.
once you feel the difference. It really is. I feel, and I wish I could put into words what the difference is. I
Mm,
think it's so many things. My breath is longer. Um, I'm breathing through my belly, my
mm,
diaphragm, as opposed to my chest.
mm.
Um, just so many things.
Yeah.
I just feel more confident, like
Mm,
more grounded.
mm.
Um, it's just different. I'm still working at it, but yeah, definitely something changes. I don't know what. Yeah.
But you felt that in the body, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm,
And I think that's really amazing to be able to have that change later on in life.
mm,
And I have a daughter, so I hope that she will also learn that voice doesn't come from here, but from down here, which is,
mm. Yeah.
I hope.
Okay. Yes. So I think some of the tangible things that you saw were, for example, once you talk for a few hours, you don't feel tired anymore.
Mm,
And then the other one you were sharing, I think it was last session, which was that when you are speaking to a bigger group, you realize, I could project. I was not shouting.
mm. Yes, yes, that's right.
How about those who are wondering whether they want to work on their voice with me? What suggestions or advice do you have for them?
I think honestly, this is one of the best investments. Why? Because I mean, you use your voice really day to day. And for me, I mentioned this to you. I think all teachers should definitely invest in this. I think voice is just so important. You know, when I take my daughter to different classes and I hear teachers talking, sometimes there are teachers with very, very high pitched voices. And obviously our program is different, but they have very extremely high pitched voices. And I can see the impact it has on the kids. And so in that aspect, I would highly recommend them to you, and you would do like another program with them, because voice has an effect on children. So even if you're passionate, I would think, you know, as a teacher, like you would always think, how can I be a better teacher, right? Where can I improve? Obviously, you know, the skills, but I think even the way we are, like as a therapist, teacher, you can perform better. And so whether it's pitch in your voice, I think some people don't even think about that, but your pitch is very important. Or, you know, depending on your goals, for me, it was be able to speak longer, louder, project, and not be as nervous. I think all of those things, like by having you, would be really, really great. So I highly recommend you to all, anyone who wants to just become a better performer at work. It would be really good. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So in the process, what have you learned about yourself?
What have I learned? I learned many things, but I think the one thing or two things that I learned is, doesn't matter what age, you can still change.
Yes.
If you want to. And when you hit that wall, you definitely need a coach, someone to continue to keep you accountable, but also, you know, when you do feel discouraged, push you and say, you know, just keep trying, just keep trying. The other thing that I would say is I'm very self-critical. And I think the more hard it got, the more critical I got, like judgmental towards myself. Like, oh, why can I not get this? This is not that difficult. It should be simple. Why is it so challenging? Even though you tell me it's in my head, it's still frustrating as a person. Like, why can't I just make this out? Or why can't it be natural? What is going on? That's, I think for me, that's something I learned.
Okay. So final advice that you have
is practice. You have to practice. It really is, I think, the most important. If you don't practice, you cannot learn a language without practicing and wake up and speak a language. It's the same thing. You cannot do this and wake up and expect progress if you don't put in the time. I told you I'd be driving and I'd be doing those exercises. So you need to find what works for you in your context, whether it's when you're driving, you gave the idea of the shower, like whatever works, do it.
Yes. Okay, so talking about busy, because there are a lot of other clients, they were also saying, oh, I'm so busy, how do I find the time to practice? So what experience and suggestion that you have?
Okay, I'm going to be very, very honest. In the beginning, I did not realize how busy I was going to be. Like I said, I have a full-time job and I am a mother. So I thought, oh, this is going to be easy. You know, I see you, like the commitment, I thought, oh, I only see you twice a month for, you know, depending on how long we go, it'll be fine. But you have to set time. So it's not just seeing you, it's really like you have to find time to practice. You just gotta, if this is what you want, you have to put in the time. It's very simple.
What you mentioned is very important. One is that you must, if this is really something that you want, then you must put in the time. And from your sharing, actually, I've noticed you were also saying when you are lying on the bed before you sleep, you were watching those videos and you were practicing. So being busy is an excuse, so you can always find time. So I would like to thank you for taking the time and sharing with them.
You're welcome. I hope it was helpful. I don't usually do these things either. So I hope whatever I say really helps.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.